Welcome back to Pisces TV with Montana B. This is your daily vibe, Pisces, for the collective. Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, wherever Pisces may fall in your chart or in your environment. Keep in mind, tarot is entertainment. If it does not resonate with you, be mindful that you can check other aspects of your chart or some of my other videos. We have some good news coming. Possibility of delays, or just a question of taking action. You've been thinking about it long enough. You've been paying attention. It's been on your mind. And these Eight of Wands say, shoot, okay? They're two different energies. I just picked them up. It was an accident. But the Page of Pentacles is very detailed, well thought out. And the Eight of Wands talks about swiftness. So this could even be mature communication, okay? Mature communication, being mature through separations, okay? Don't be impulsive. I try to. Sometimes I don't. But let's get started with the reading, guys. As I have shuffled out an oracle card here, and just for additional clarity, I shuffled out a clarifier for the introduction. In the description box, there's a lot of information in case you want your own personal readings, products and services, or just to contact me. There's a link to Patreon, which I am so proud of. You know, every time I do something new, I get proud in a good way. There are many courses and classes, things that you guys are interested in: occult anatomy, astrology, the transits, therapy, alternative healing. And with what Neptune is doing and these magical transits, it is the perfect time for you to pick up this new traits and learn your gifts and all of those kind of things. So we are having these discussions, all right? And if you're interested, go to Patreon, check it out, or just contact me and see what we can do for your own personal satisfaction. Here on YouTube, we have the community board, which is my favorite. I wake up every day, and usually the daily specials, daily motivation, and anything else is going to be there first. Okay, so if you haven't subscribed already, do so. And to not miss anything, make sure you select all notifications when you hit that notification bell. As I sip my tea, I'm lying, it's coffee, but tea sounds more like therapeutic. Let's go. We got the number one. I love wands. Okay, I do. It's just I do. Like, why not? If you're not first, you're last, baby. Okay, so the first card is the number one. Card one. I'm goofy, see, so I don't need no sugar. We have a new beginning, release from the past. You may have a fresh start any moment you choose for this thing we called failure. It's not the falling down, but the staying down. So get up. To move on from failures or simply to expand and explore new horizons, we make choices to leave the past behind. Whether it is in the form of treasured objects of material or symbolic value, relationships, careers, familiar surroundings, or even personal ideas, at some point we may have to discard them, like a tree shedding leaves, in order to deliberate or liberate ourselves and allow for future growth. On the floor are 3 discarded cards, each a fool from my 3 tarot decks, and my being her or him, whoever generated this deck. From the box, their spirits are released as doves for a new beginning. Ensure that the time is right to move on. Has your present circumstance been truly fulfilled, or is it being abandoned prior to its completion? Okay. And then it has here, which I think this is like kind of special because it says additional interpretations of the cards are on 117 and 121. I don't think any other card has that. I thought that was kind of cool. Well, we got the star with 17 and the world card with 21. A woman holds a robe of memories to her heart. Her eyes are closed as she thinks back to other times when she was prepared to take a chance. Just like the fool in the tarot cards at her feet, before she opens her eyes to behold what comes next, the 3 doves of pure joy and faith are released. Is that like the 3 swords? Letting go of that heartbreak and hurt. So now I'm talking, see, that was very general. But now I could be talking about lovers or something that you loved, or like a pain or some. They're fluttering, encouraging above the box containing her unlimited and still yet untested possibilities. The moon looks on from behind. She breathes and meditates a second more and then moves into the moment. In a defining moment, a decision is made. So some of you guys may be making a decision and there is no turning back. All right. Now, the second interpretation says some people may be having trouble starting something. So where else someone may be having trouble letting go, finally making a decision, here it says, are you having trouble starting something? Okay, because the Fool card normally represents that 0. And notice how they chose to use the number 1 for the card instead. Okay, it says there are also 3 doves. So 3 things may be happening for you, or things may be happening in 3s. I don't like that, because every time I've heard that scenario, it hasn't been pleasant. So, yep, that's for somebody. But for the second interpretation, that's what we have. Because the moon in this aspect is carrying possible deception. And it talks about not focusing on doubt. Instead, see the light of hope and manifestation, which is like, we're going to put this number 1 right here for that. So, yeah, there were 2 interpretations, which is cool. And that's what I got there. Now, what I like about the moon energy, and as she moves, and then the other interpretation talked about the deception. Look at that, the 8 of Pentacles. And the 8 of Pentacles in some readings do talk about working with the moon through phases, discipline, you know what I mean, work. Some of you guys are doing self-work, growth. This could actually be talking about finances or what we need to release, you know, from our shadow aspect to kind of move forward. Now, I saw the Page of Wands, and this little lamb could be my Page of Wands, where there is, I've done many natal charts, so I appreciate the moon coming up, but I know that there's a connection with the lamb and the Page of Wands, because it talks about like matri, something that you strongly believe in. And it also talks about the struggling with it. Okay, because I saw the 9 of Wands next, so that would be 10 wands, you know, packing up, moving on, triggered by making decisions, or you're triggered by change, you know, anything like that. Yeah, okay, could be, I don't know. That's what I got. So now with the 8 of disc, okay, coming up for you, apprenticeship, hard work, okay, working hard, dedication, thinking while you work, and almost finished. So again, kudos for those people that are beginning to make decisions, even though I do understand for others of you it may be hard to even start. This could be your person or someone in your environment, okay, keep that in mind. But it talks about repetition, so it's like once you do start, it is going to flow, okay. Somebody's, you know, neglecting to start, somebody else is almost finished. So that's kind of like the energy of the Page of Wands on one end, the 9 of Wands on the other end, okay. But efficiency and order and discipline. Now with the 8 of Pentacles, as far as like the prudence, okay, it also talks about the Sun in Virgo, and Virgo is a very working, grounded energy, okay. Today is the 28th, and so from September 28th until September 1st, that's kind of cool. The Sun is in Virgo, something like that. But isn't that cool? And then I got the Hermit. I think the Hermit. But anyway, it's kind of cool because it's like September 1st through the 28th. I don't think is that Virgo? It's like, don't nobody get no whole month to themselves. It's August 28th through September 1st. Okay, but notice that today is January 28th. And so we still have the numbers 1 and 28. That's dope for Virgo energy, okay? You may have Virgo in your chart, or it could be talking about Mercury. Mercury is the natural ruler of Virgo, and that's Amazing, right? Because Virgo is considered to be earth energy. Mercury is air. So very very interesting there as we're in this Mercury retrograde. I didn't know that. You may be having a conversation with someone, could be talking to somebody. Also, those of you that love books, doing things, going into depth, research, stretching mentally, all right? And as far as lovers, somebody could be working on themselves, because the Eight of Pentacles in love is talking about self, right? Working diligently on your craft, on yourself. There probably aren't any other people in the picture. Oh, that's cool. Look, in this card, all of these are fools. So to the fool, there's no one else, because all of the pictures are like different versions of myself. Ooh, man, this is kind of like seeing yourself through others and through experiences, and you may be seeing them, but it's like, nope, you guys share something that you need to see, and it's you. That's also kind of cool. You may be spending too much time working and neglecting your family and home or someone else, so be mindful. I did say that it was in the transit where there could be some pulls in work and finances, as well as like domestic affairs, love, listening, and compassion, because we have a lot of aggressive, confident type of masculine solar plexus energy, but there's also still this need to kind of listen and nurture, those in your environment, especially if you have children or if you're in relationships and stuff like that, to be understanding of others, because this give and this take is being observed by the cosmos. So it's like, what you're putting out, good, no problem. What you're giving back, good, no problem. But it's like there needs to be a balance. So if we setting boundaries and not taking no shit and zero tolerance and all that kind of stuff and focusing on us, that's good. How are you helping the collective, right? Because that ultimately is some of our missions. Not everybody. But you have to be up, you have to have yourself together before you can offer anything else to the collective. And so that's why they play kind of like hand in hand. Okay? Definitely love that. It's like, why did I get so calm and mature and peaceful with the whole Mercury Virgo kind of thing coming up? But if this is about work, your work is very important to you at this time, or should be. You're working hard to master your craft, and it indicates working with your hands and working or something physical. So with the moon energy and working with your hands, we talked about, candles. I even made me some. So I was like, okay, maybe it's time. But working with your hands, doing something with the moon energy or moon work, maybe we can do, courses and classes on that. I do have some tutorials, so you are welcome to look in the playlist for some of those if you're interested in making things. And this is where we'll leave off, guys. I definitely appreciate you for stepping in. Until next time, I will be loading some transit astrology videos today, as well as we're going to do a reading on the new Leo. I'm sorry, the full. I don't want to say new because it's like, I meant like a new video. But the full moon is in Leo. We're going to be talking about that and much, much more. So I can't wait to discuss this career energy or what it is you're releasing in love. Until next time, Pisces. Namaste.